guys. Y'all know when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I always hop on live and we always have our conversations. So, first, I hope everybody saw the episode. Thank you for watching it. Somebody said, right, hurry up. So, anyway, I hope y'all saw the episode. Lauren has some, questions that she's pulled up from Twitter. And then it's hard to read all of the questions at the bottom because it's moving so fast. But Lauren is about to pull some up from email. But anyway, you said I blocked Charlamagne? No, I didn't block. Anyway, I hope y'all saw the episode. I also hope you saw Watch What Happens Live. I just want to hop on here because, you know, I'm on Housewives. It's a great platform. I enjoy it. It has its ups, has its downs. Right now, I just don't like the way it's going. So I wanted to get on here and just have a conversation. So if you have any questions while I'm waiting on Lauren to pull up the emails, you can put them at the bottom. Thank you. But anyway,
I have a question that's from Twitter.
What?
Twitter pulled up.
What?
Everyone just kind of wants to know, and this is like a couple questions put together.
Okay.
But they're just asking, why aren't you mad at Phaedra?
Okay.
It keeps coming up, you know.
Why am I not mad at Phaedra? So if you watched, the question my sister just asked me was, why am I not mad at Phaedra? They asked me this question on Watch What Happens Live also. Here's the thing. I've been on this show for 4 years now. Y'all have seen me go to bat, go hard for myself on this show. Like, it's not like I've been on the show and I had anybody with me. I've always been by myself. So when I got this friendship with Phaedra, which happened around the time when she was going through her divorce, and her situation was public, I had already been through something like that, we bonded a friendship. I'm the type of person, once I'm your friend, I'm very loyal. So for me, I wanted to hold her down no matter what, and I'm always going to do that. So that's why I'm such a loyal person, because I feel like you should be that way. If you're going to be cool with somebody. So that's why I'm loyal to Phaedra. And I think that is the same for anybody who has a friend. You're going to hold them down. And for me, I don't have to rat out anybody. I don't have to name what anybody has done or said in order to defend myself. Period. So, you know, it'll work itself out.
That's funny you just said that, because that was one of the next questions that I saw on there.
What?
That they were asking, why aren't you telling who said the rumor?
Well, I think, you know, the question they're asking me, who said the rumor in the beginning?
They're asking who, and they're asking, why aren't you telling, I guess, was what they're asking.
Well, the thing is this, that conversation that was said between me, Sheree, and Phaedra happened off camera. We thought it was off camera. It ended up not being off camera. And so it really wasn't a part of the season because it's not something that we all thought was going to be shown, first of all. But for me, I don't feel like I have to rat out anybody. I'm not that friend who's just because I'm, you know, telling my business, I'm going to tell yours. That's never been my thing, because I hate when people do that. Like, if you're going to talk about you was here doing this and doing that, don't bring me in and do your thing. So for me, I'm just going to defend myself the best way I can. And, you know, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. When it was a time when I was putting my hands on somebody and doing stuff like that, that I really hate that even happened, I was, you know, talked about for that. I was wrong for that. And now that I express myself with my mouth, which for me, I do feel at this point it's gotten too far. It's just so dark. It's just so much. Like, I myself wish it would just be over with. Like, for real, honestly. But,
I kind of would prefer a fight and then it gets over with.
Well, I just think that whole conversation just went too far. I think the biggest thing that,
But why did it snowball like that?
Why did what?
Why did it snowball? Like, I feel like it started as light shade, like, really light shade, like, or coming out of one, you know,
right,
a don't get there.
Here's the thing. I feel like Kandi, she's watching the show just like we're watching the show. So she knows everything that's being said by everybody. But it benefits her to keep the beef up with me because she knows I'm not even going to sit up here and continue to just let you say anything about me. I'm always going to defend myself vocally. I'm always going to say something. So if she can just keep up the beef with me, then the storyline continues. Because quite frankly, when I made the statement about that someone told me that she wanted to drug me, that was something I was told. That was not, that I was told that, period. You have the right to defend yourself. That's just how that works. And she said she didn't say it. Okay. I don't know. It could have been said a million different ways. I'm simply saying that it was told to me. That would have stayed right there at our conversation at that table. What she did, you can't hear? You can't, can y'all hear me?
They can't hear you?
I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Okay, they say yes. They can hear me. Yeah, so anyway, the conversation that we had, by the time that she took it back to, okay, remember after she and I had our conversation at the table, they didn't even play that part. When y'all first watched it, they didn't even play me say anything about drugging whatsoever. The reason that they had to bring that flashback up of me saying it is because she forced it into the storyline. When Kandi had this big sit down with the gang with Kenya, Cynthia, Shamia, Sheree, Cammy, what her other friend name is? Anyway, Carmen. When she had that big sit down and she mentioned the whole accusation again, then that forced them to do a flashback. So then now it's a part of the storyline. And then she brought it to Hawaii again, adding it into the storyline.
She was the one that made a big deal.
Right, but my thing is, when I watched the show, first of all, I didn't mention Shamia. But when Kandi went back and told all the girls at that big sit down, she said that I mentioned Shamia. And I didn't. So why lie? Why exaggerate? It's ridiculous. It's but nothing but to add to her storyline. Yeah, she has other things to talk about. But this right here is a hot topic that everybody's sticking to. So that's why she's sensationalizing it. She's exaggerating it.
There was an entire press.
How you gonna try to add in Shamia when I didn't even say Shamia? If you're so disgusted with what was said, why would you even add to it and keep repeating it over and over and over and over? So I just felt like that was ridiculous. And then anyway, once we got back to and also back to the dinner with Kandi and I. There were a lot of accusations. There were a lot of things that was said to each other at that moment. We were pissed off, finally facing each other. If you look at the whole season, she's been like a ticking time bomb. She's been ready to, unleash at any moment, right? And I even said that. I said, oh, she's got, she's going to be ready to pop off at any moment. It all started from a while ago. What? Why did I throw so much shade? I've changed. Let me ask you this. When Kandi and I had the conversation at the table, and trust me, I'm not the one running around doing all these interviews. This is the first time that I've gotten on live and spoken about it, period. And I'm only doing this because I don't appreciate being called a lie. So that's why I'm doing this. But she's doing interview after interview after interview after interview, right? So I think at some point it's a good idea for me to be able to get on here and speak to you guys and just tell y'all what it is. Whether you agree or not, I really don't care. Whether you, I'm just speaking out for y'all to hear. Like, it doesn't really matter. I forgot what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. Is Nene behind this? Not at all. She has nothing to do with this whatsoever.
I don't think anybody's behind it. I feel like, Kandi just took it so far. Like, it started as something so small, and it became something so big. And it wasn't by any doings that, you had anything to do with.
Well, here's the thing. When we had the very first sit down, okay, remember, this is my sister, right? Lauren, where is she? Right there. She probably doesn't want to be on camera. But anyway, when we were at camp, okay, y'all saw, and the whole thing came up. Oh my God, Porsha said something about a closet, blah, blah, blah. I was shocked. I was like, oh God, they done brought this up, this shade. I done completely, who said that? I'm like, this shade I had completely forgot about. Like, oh my goodness, why are we talking about this? Anyway, she turned around and was like, oh, Porsha was aggressive lesbian. We were at the club and she kissed me. She told everybody that. Like, she literally snowballed this for no reason. It just didn't have to be this big of a situation at all. Like, no kind of way.
Sheree lied from the very beginning. She lied because she said that you said that Kandi was an aggressive, she said you said that Kandi was a lesbian. You never said that.
No,
that's why Kandi got so mad in the moment, because she was told that you were going around saying she was a lesbian. You never said that.
Right.
This all started by something that Sheree misinterpreted, and you're gonna deliver the vote correctly.
Well, then at the same time, who cares about being a lesbian? If that's what you do, that's what you do. If I dipped in the pond, if I'm bisexual, it's what I do. It's not a big deal. I love everybody. Do what you want to do, how you want to do it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to sit up here and get so mad about something that's been in the blogs about you, things that people in Atlanta have known about you for years, all this stuff, all the things that I said, TV One has talked about who you slept with and broke up your singing group. All this stuff has already been out here. So how in the world have you completely snowballed this whole thing into where it is now? It didn't have to go where it is. And trust me, she's watching the show. She knows exactly who said what. She's deciding to still keep the beef with me because it's buzzworthy. It's headline worthy. She can keep this story going. She can keep doing 1,000 interviews. That's what it is. Like, whatever. What is that? Porsha, can you admit you have entertained this more than you needed? Yes, absolutely. I have totally entertained this whole beef more than I wanted. Y'all know me. When I jump on live, I'm on here to have a good time. But I have to draw the line somewhere. Kandi talks about the fact that I'm ruining her brand. What brand? You sell dildos. Sex is your brand. This is your brand. This is what you do. Okay? So, I'm not ruining your brand. I want to make sure, for whatever, that I'm not no liar. That's what it is. If I said something, it's true tea. Cynthia tried to sit up and say, oh, why you talk about me? And hey, you got your own situation. Your truth came out. Can you want to say, why you say I pay for boyfriends? Clearly, it came out. You paying your boyfriend's rent. And you pay Walter. This is what y'all do. So my thing is, so y'all can sit up and talk about me being with a married African. Y'all can talk about, oh, I did this, oh, I did that. All these different things with no receipts, mind you, through the years. And when I finally open my mouth, which y'all say use your words, when I finally use my words, now it's a problem. If you can dish it, you got to learn to take it. That's just how this show works. Period. And let me also say for the record, I'm not still mad at nobody. I'm watching the show just like y'all. This stuff happened, how many months ago did we wrap the show?
Shoot. Last year.
Yeah, this was like, what, 6 months ago?
Yeah.
This happened 6 months ago. I'm so far past and beyond. Them damn text messages, that whole club incident was 3 years ago. She kept text messages for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm way past the situation. I'm speaking about it now, once again, because it's on air now, and you guys are talking about it, and I want to be in the conversation with you all. That's why we're talking about it.
Why do you feel like...
And I'm not going to be sitting up here calling no damn lie when I know that I'm just saying what it is.
But why do you feel like everybody's taking what you're saying as a lie and taking what she's saying as true?
Well, number one, she ganged everybody up together. She sat down all the girls on the show together and talked to them about me. So she tried to get her a little army, a little gang to go against me. And it don't take much. Most of these heifers on the show is upset with me anyway, just for me being me. They can't breathe when I'm in the room. I suck up the life. So they, you know what I'm saying? They're already upset, so it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
So all she had to do, I mean, why when I got to Hawaii would nobody speak? Like, I don't have no issue with Sheree. I don't have any issue with Cynthia. I don't have an issue with none of them. So what's that about? That's a follower. That's a person who is just jumping on the bandwagon. That's all that is. Because I talk a lot of shit. Let me tell you something. If somebody says something about me, I'm going to defend myself. We on national television. Can y'all please tell me? Y'all sitting up at y'all job and don't want the person in the next kiosk to say something about y'all. I'm on national
Instagram
with a private Instagram. Most of y'all don't even have y'all picture on y'all Instagram. I have my picture on my Instagram. I am out. I'm vocal. I am on a TV show. I'm not about to just let somebody sit up and call me a lie as much as Kandi lies. I'm not about to do that. Trust that. I mean, if you say that you didn't know that Block was married when you had a baby with him, you a liar, because you knew that. So, period. Lies have been told by everybody on this show. When I'm coming at you with something in my mouth and I'm calm as I am, and I'm saying it to your face, I didn't go to tell anybody else. I'm sitting right here in your face. I had a one-on-one conversation with Kandi. I did not gather the girls together and tell them all this stuff. I told her all of this to her face. Period. Any more questions? What else y'all talking about? Because we can't be up all night, y'all. Okay, so my little T2 Phaedra makes me look guilty. All right, where's the lie? Okay, y'all gotta stop with this. Look guilty for what? Do y'all not, you have to understand what a read is. If you're gonna sit up and run around and talk about people's business, you can't think that they're not gonna talk about yours. It just doesn't work like that. Even if you're supposed to be the goody, you're gonna get talked about as well. That's just how that works. Oh yeah, give me some chicken wings. The chicken wings that Q had?
I think they have the wings, but I think they have the chicken. Like the bigger pieces.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh my goodness, they had some good chicken here at our hotel. Hey, what's up, 48 Law 757? Okay, so a lot of you guys are making statements, but you need to put them into a question so I can answer them. Cause just saying, I mean, what we're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Thank you, and Brooks. Okay, if I don't care, why am I wasting my time? Because it's on air. It's on air, y'all. Hello, y'all don't want nobody to say they don't like your shoes. Hell, most of y'all girls don't want nobody to say they don't like your lace fronts. I'm on national television. You think I'm gonna let the show, editing, all of that, you think I'm gonna let all of that make me out to be something I'm not? No, this is the one and only time that we're gonna have this moment. I'm not gonna be on here talking to y'all about no Kandi and this whole stupid situation, but this is something that I owe the people who follow me and support me. Period. I'm human just like y'all. It is not easy to be on this show. It has its benefits. The platform is great. But at the end of the day, it's hard to know who is being true, who's being honest, who's being manipulated behind the scenes, and then coming on camera going crazy on you. You don't know what's going on.
You don't know who's telling the truth.
You don't.
Oh, she said no. If this was happening.
Hey, y'all. All right, I just had to take a break.
If this was happening to anyone else on the cast, hello? Hi. Okay.
Oh my goodness. My makeup artist is Kendrick. He's from Miami. Thank you. What? We have no more questions? Are we about to go to bed?
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Do I feel bad for what happened? You know what? Yes, for me, that was a complete moment for me. I was out of character. Anybody who's a fan of the show, I understand it's a lot of people who have just watched this season of Housewives. But anybody who's a true fan of the show, I've never told anybody's business. I've never done any of that before. I've never had to read somebody like that. So for me, when I got to the table with Kandi and it went to that level, I didn't like how it felt, honestly. I mean, nobody wants to sit up there and have to go there with somebody that you were once cool with. Nobody. You know, and at the moment when she's saying such vicious things about you, you know, you got to say vicious things back about her. I said that she had a 7-year, 6-year relationship with a woman. She told me that my ex told her that I had a relationship with one of my friends, which is a damn lie. So they didn't play that part. Once again, that was edited out. But anyway, when you get to slinging mud and it gets so dirty, it's like one person says something that's low, then you go lower, then they go lower, then you go lower. Then it just gets so bad. Like for me, at this point, and I told Kandi, y'all will see as the season goes on, that I didn't like that, and that for me in the future, if it got to a point where I was arguing with somebody, you know, I'ma just be done with it. Cause even if I know stuff about you, it don't feel good for me to let that out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I gotta move on from this. They gotta move on from this, and I would just rather it not linger on. Because if you go low, then it's just gonna be dirty. It is what it is. So no, I don't feel good about it, and I wish that it hadn't have happened, but it did, and this is where we are. Am I going to be on the show next year? I don't know. Will I do the show? Yeah, if asked. But, you know, I don't know. We normally don't find out what next year's cast looks like until after the reunion. So, are Shamia and I friends? I love Shamia, and I will always love Shamia, and I hope that, you know, this TV stuff remains TV stuff, and we can continue being who we were before all of this. Because once you get in the mess, then you're going to get dirty. It is what it is. Okay, y'all. I gotta get ready to go. I gotta go to work. I gotta get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So, anyway, if there's anything else y'all want to know, watch the show, because I won't be on live talking about this. I won't be doing interviews talking about this. Like, I'm tired of talking about this. It's ridiculous. Freaking Frack spinoff. I would love for us to have a spinoff, because we have fun together. So I know how to separate this stuff at this point. I mean, I have been able to get thick skin. Trust me, I've been picked on and talked about so much on this damn show that once I walk away, I look at it as a job. It is what it is. Like, you bitches don't like me, that's cool. Like, I could care less. It's not going to stop anything else that I'm doing. And I think that, you know, everybody needs to be like that. Even at your job, you shouldn't let anybody talking about you stop anything that you're doing. And I'm never jealous of anybody. It is, you know, I always say, what's for me is meant for me, and I will have it. And I pray all the time. I even pray for people who don't even think I'm praying for them. I pray for myself. I mean, and I think the main thing for y'all to understand is that we're human. All of the women on this show, we're human. And we make mistakes and we go through stuff. We just happen to be going through our mess on television, and y'all get to see it. Y'all get to sit back and make judgments. Y'all get to sit back and call us names and all that kind of stuff. You know, but it's a show. That's what we signed up for. So it is what it is. But like I said, I'm good. I want y'all to continue, you know, looking out for the stuff that I'm doing, because I'm doing a lot. So now we're talking about Nikki and Remy. It's time to go to bed. Anyway, love you guys. And yeah, you're right. Nobody's perfect. So yeah, thank y'all for coming on. I hope y'all enjoyed Watch Your Happens Live. Charlamagne was so funny. That man is crazy. Whew, I was like, oh my gosh. But anyway, I will chat with you guys at another time, and we won't be talking about this deep, dark ridiculousness. I have to go back to Atlanta and shoot Dish Nation. So make sure y'all watch Dish Nation Monday through Friday. Anyway, good night, y'all.